I don't know. I think both teams have good goaltending. Both teams are, are strong defensively. So it's hard to say in a game what's going to happen. I think they've got real good structure to the game, and McIntyre so far has played real well in the playoffs. So I think it'll be hard to score, but in playoffs sometimes you can just never tell what's going to happen. When they look at their team, they're a strong team. Like they do lots of things well, and it really just shows in the playoffs. So they have lots of different weapons. They're really balanced through their four lines, and like you said, they have some defense that can jump up and score. So they've got good balance, and we'll have to be at the top of our game for sure. Yeah, our rink's a great rink to play in, and we like playing at home. We have a real good group of fans. Sometimes it might be misleading just with that disparity because that won't happen very often. But we do like playing in this rink. We do like our fans, and hopefully it'll continue that way for us. Oak City was a real tough opponent for us before that as well. Like they had our number through the year before, and they went to the final. So they're a tough team to beat, and beating them gave us confidence. And then when we got to the Grand Rapids, being that they had won it last year and had lots of experience, that was another big step for us. And those teams don't lose easy. Like they battle hard, and I think we're a better team because we had to play both those teams. When sometimes you don't know the level you have. Like there's a better level, and until you get competition that makes you go to that level, then you don't go there because it's not an easy level to get to. Like it takes a lot. And you look at Toby Peterson blocking that shot. And he keeps playing for the rest of the game. We had lots of guys that raised their level and kept playing when things were tough. So it was a good battle for our team. They pushed us hard, and the only way we came out of that series is to get better as each game went on. Yeah, Toronto's it's a real good hockey city. Like lots of hockey support in that city. So it's going to be a little bit different for us. It's great for the guys that are from that area. Their families don't get to see them play as much, so it'll be real good for them.
You know what? I don't think it's gonna stay like this. The more you advance in the playoffs, the more it's gonna get tighter. And we have in our minds that every game's different, no matter who we're playing. Every game's gonna be different, and even if we're playing the same team for 7 games, we know it's gonna be different. So, and it's gonna be a hard level of hockey for sure, and it's gonna be a tight battle, and we're ready for that. Well, every game's important, but the first game's going to be huge for sure. You want to come out of come into the series and kind of set the tone, but like I said, every game is going to be different. I don't really believe in one team gaining momentum on another team. We're so far into the season, into the playoffs right now. Everybody wants to win. Everybody's ready to battle, and it's just hard-fought battles every game. So. Coming out strong for the first game, that's all we're thinking about. We're not even thinking about what's going to happen 2 days after that for the second game. So the only thing that we have in our mind is come out strong for the first game. I know for one thing, we've always been a team that that's strive for working hard. Every shift we're on the ice, we want to work hard. And for my 5 years here, I'm pretty sure if you guys talk to Travis more, he would say the same thing. We get on the ice and we work. We want to out battle teams, and that's what we're willing to do every game. Well, like you said, I think Grand Rapids had kind of that style of play where they really like to jump that fourth man in the play, and they always had a defenseman coming in and kind of joining the rush. And I think Toronto has kind of the same style. They like to, they have some good mobile defensemen that could actually like to rush the puck too. So it's something that we're going to have to take a look at. Making sure that we come back in our zone, and that we kind of take a look around and pick up some guys coming late in the zone. And but at the same time, it's part of our game. It's part of our game. It's part of what we have to do to win those games.
Do you know what a Marlie is?
I'm not even sure. Isn't it a bird or something? I'm not even sure.
I have no idea.
You guys, I don't know. I'll ask around. I'm not even sure. Hey, I know what Marlins is a bird, right? Marlie? I got to ask those Toronto guys. I'm from Montreal, right? So
For sure, yeah. Probably, obviously my family's going to be there, and I got a lot of friends and family in the area, so I'm sure it's not a long trip for them to be up there in Toronto. And the Leafs are out, so I think that's the only hockey they got going on right now. So, I'm sure it'll grab some pretty good attention there, and it'll be a good atmosphere for sure. I think it is, yeah. It's good to get in that game, and I think it's good that we're going to have a couple practices, just to get my timing back and get in the swing of things. It sort of felt like I was just sort of throwing the fire there last game, but I think it'll just get better with every practice, and we're just going to try and progress here to game 1. Yeah, obviously I hate watching. You want to be out there helping the guys, and I think, like you said, it's all mental, and you got to try and stay strong keep your head on straight as far as doing your treatment and doing everything else. So I think I did a pretty good job throughout to try and get back as quick as possible. They're a little bit different than us. They use their size a little more, and we use a little more speed. So I think it'll be a different dynamic that way. But I don't think it's anything we can't handle. I think we match up pretty well against them, and we've had good games when we played them earlier in the year. We just have the right mindset going into each shift, and it's just about rolling over the 4 lines and just keeping it going. Yeah, well, I didn't really look into the crest, I guess, but I played for them growing up for 4 or 5 years, so I just wore the jersey, and that's it.
You never had a question as to what exactly is a Marlie?
No, I didn't really care.
Occasionally injuries come into it, but I'm confident in all our players, and they can all play, but we have decided to go with a certain group right now, and right now that's probably the way we will start against Toronto, but every series takes on a different look, and if we need some more a different look back there, we'll make a change. I thought that Grand Rapids defense as a core jumped up in the play really well, particularly when we were in Grand Rapids. Toronto has Brennan, who's led the league from a defenseman's point of view in points, and he's always up in the ice. So, we're aware of those type of guys. We're a team that likes to take pride in the way that we track back and having strong back checking skills. So if we do that eliminates a lot of the problems.
You never expect to score 7 goals. I think obviously they came out quick. They had the first shot, but we were confident in the way that we play. Obviously Mules came back and answered right away, and I think we just kind of rolled from there. We knew teams coming into this building, they know it's going to be a tough night. And so for us, obviously getting scored on the first shift or first shot or whatever, it wasn't going to change the way that we were going to approach that game. We've played this team. Obviously, that was this game 6. We didn't play great in their arena, but every time that they've come here, we've played well. And I think you see the response that we had, and the rest of the game just kind of, those happen sometimes. It's not something you expect in playoffs. Every game this year, we play really hard at home. And I think for, same thing coming in with the Marlies. They're a good team. They're a strong team. They're probably a little bit more physical than the teams that we've played in the first 2 rounds. But for us, we're not going to change the way we play. We've had success all year. We've had success in playoffs, playing our speed game, our transition game, and trying to take advantage of their mistakes. And I think coming against Toronto, we're going to have to do the same thing. Yeah, they're probably a different team a little bit than what they were when they won. But to win the title, you got to beat the best. And they were the defending champs. They have a lot of pushback, and they have a lot of guys that won the championship. So for us going forward, we're on to the next challenge now. And obviously Toronto brings a different element to their game than probably Grand Rapids brought and Oklahoma City brought. Yeah, it shows a lot of, maybe their competition, the way that they played, they probably matched up maybe better against those teams, but to go 7-0 in playoffs is quite the feat. And so obviously they're going to be rested and they're going to be ready for us on Friday. It's always a fun place to play. When you go into a market like Toronto where, I think I could be wrong, but I heard they had a couple sellouts during round 2. Like, they get good fans there. And for us, it's going to be a good place to play. Anytime you get booed during a game, it's fun.
Do you know what a Marlie is?
I don't. Probably should. I don't, though.
Yeah, our coach has been really good with giving us a lot of days off here. We had today off yesterday, give the bodies a chance to rest, and the way we play, we need it. We go hard in practice, and carries over onto the ice. So the days off, it's just another round. We know how we have to play, same way we played last game, and we're excited. Western Conference Finals. Well, yeah, it's not going to be easy. We know that. They're big, physical, fast, and they're playing well. They haven't lost yet in playoffs. But, Oklahoma gave us a good go, and Grand Rapids was a really good team, too. They're very skilled. But we know what we have to do, and we're looking forward to home ice advantage here. Well, that's huge, having 4 lines that can play consistently and all contribute. You get a guy like Faxa, who scores 2 big goals last game for us. That's going to be huge for us in the next round. Being able to roll 4 lines all game, it keeps guys fresh and gets everybody into the game. It's important. We got a lot of guys that unfortunately aren't getting the chance to play in playoffs right now. But if we need it, they can all step in and contribute. They're all important. They're good players too. It's just unfortunate that our team's pretty deep right now. Home ice is huge in any series. It's going to be big. You know, I feel like we're just a much better team when we play at home for some reason. I don't know whether it's our ice or our crowd or just being home and being comfortable. But, you know, we're going to have to learn how to play better on the road, too. It's going to be a very tough series, and we're expecting it to go 6 or 7 games. So they're a good team, but, you know, we're a good team, too. And we're playing with confidence right now, which is going to carry us into the next round.
Do you know what a Marlie is?
No, I can't say that I do, actually.
Any guesses?
No, I don't want to sound like too much of someone who doesn't know what I'm talking about. So